Hey, church family, it's Pastor Tim. On Tuesday, July the 14th, I am pleased to announce that this Sunday, July the 19th, we will move forward with on campus worship. Let me offer an explanation for why this last Sunday was canceled. We have a task force of volunteers who are meeting after hours to come up with a plan to bring us all together on campus with one shared worship experience. Those on campus would have the full worship experience with all the technology and worship team that volunteer for us on a regular basis, while those at home could live stream it and stay in the safety of their home. Our task force met last Tuesday night, and all the signs were good that we were moving forward. Wednesday, we were alerted to higher numbers in Cobb County and particularly in East Cobb. In addition, several articles were published regarding churches and the spread of the virus. I've been talking with several pastors in the PCA who have expressed their concern and are moving back from on-campus worship. At the same time, the thing that really tipped the boat for me was to receive personal interactions with over 5 people less than 10 who volunteer for us on a regular basis and whom we rely on to put worship on here at ECPC, who expressed their direct concern with being on campus Sunday. Out of deference to them, the service was canceled. I believe that's what the gospel teaches us to do. Paul says in Philippians 2 that we're not to look out for our own interests, but the interests of others. Specifically in Romans 14, he tells us that we are to defer to each other's consciences in moments like this, without passing judgment on one another. And so out of love and deference to those that we rely on, the service was canceled. Now what's happened this week is we've come up with a workaround. It is not a guaranteed safety for us to meet together. The risk is real. However, following our protocols, here is the current plan. Worship will be recorded with the worship team and the tech team on Wednesday night, live streamed on Sunday. For anyone who chooses to stay at home, you can enjoy the worship service and know that our hearts are with you. For those who choose to come, a very simple worship service will be offered. There will be no technology team. There will be no worship team. We will sing familiar songs and hymns a cappella. We will go through the same liturgy. I will preach the same sermon. It will probably be better the second time. If you want to be a part of that, you are welcome to come. You must register. Registration will close Friday night at midnight so that Saturday we can make sure the gym is set up appropriately. We will set the gym up in colored sections. We would ask you, if you register and want to be with someone, register with them. If you're staying at home and want to be with people, maybe have a group worship party. But if you come and maybe you're single or you're a couple and you've been quarantining with another couple in the church, feel free to register with them and sit with them during worship. Otherwise, you'll be assigned a row or a section with rows, and we ask you to provide physical distance between you and others in that row. Those rows will be spaced out appropriately. If you register, you are making a commitment to follow the protocols, to wear a mask, to physically distance, and to keep your hands clean. If you register, you need to let us know if you come down with the virus at a later date, so that we can alert those who sat near you to their potential exposure to the virus so that they can take responsible actions like quarantining and getting tested themselves. Now, if you communicate that you come down with the virus, your identity will be kept private, but we will need to let people know that they've been exposed. We will also need your help volunteering because those that we normally rely on will not be there. As you come on campus, if you need special parking, you don't want or you're not able to walk a long distance, please turn on your hazard lights and you will be directed to the parking nearest to the gym. If you're in good shape and don't require that, feel free to park near the cell tower and get a good walk in the good Georgia morning heat. Now let's talk about cancellations. What could cause a cancellation? Well, if someone gets sick as we move forward, we will have to assess canceling on-campus worship for a couple weeks in order to maintain the safety of our congregation. The governor could come out with a stay-at-home order, and that would require us to show deference to our leaders. I could get sick, or a member of our staff, and that might cause us to pause worship again. Jesus could come. Now, if he comes, we will not announce cancellation. We'll just join together in the presence of the Lord. If any of these things trigger a cancellation, we will announce it by 9 a.m. on our website Sunday morning. So before you come, make sure that you check the website to see if worship is still on. Before you come, make sure that you're healthy. Check your temperature. Make sure that you don't have a fever over 100.4. Make sure that you're feeling good and you don't have signs and symptoms. Do your best not to put others at risk. There is a risk in worshiping together. But for those who want to come, we're willing to gather and hold a very simple worship and trust that God will give us the grace to minister to each other as we worship him. Now, I would encourage you to show as much grace to those in leadership of our church and of our county and of our schools as you can. This is a very divisive issue. Should we come or should we not? Please show grace to those who choose not to come. Don't question their motives or offer judgment. Let's encourage each other. Let's love each other in this very divisive and difficult time. Make sure and show grace to those who are in positions of leadership. It's amazing to hear the rancor that our school officials are receiving even in these hard decisions. Everyone's trying to do the best they can. Show as much grace as God will give you. Show it to those in the grocery stores. Show it to those at work. Remember, everyone's anxiety is high. Everyone's emotions are raw. God give us the grace to love each other in an unusual way in these unprecedented times. God bless you.